What's going on, everybody? I'm Shane from Heads and Tails. We got John over on the side. He's chilling in the other chair over there.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go to bed soon, guys. I got work.
Yeah,
But I'm listening. I hope you guys are having a good time.
yeah, for sure. He's probably not going to stick with us this whole time. He'll go to bed a little bit. I'm probably not going to actually stay on too long either. I just figure I haven't done a late night snake bites in a while, and I figure I might as well get on and talk to you guys. What's going on with y'all? You know, man, it's Hayden's. Well, it's not Hayden's birthday anymore, but it was Hayden's birthday today, so that was pretty cool.
That's a nice freaking fire thing, man.
Yeah, the logo. Yeah, dude, it looks good for sure. Um, but yeah, it's Hayden's birthday, or it was, so that was pretty cool. He wants an Xbox, you know, going Xbox route. But yeah, man, it's been a good time. I'm waiting on eggs any day now. Just like, come on, give me some eggs. I haven't been on in a while because it's been like, dude, family has been coming and going and just busy around here and just trying to do a bunch of stuff, you know. Um, so I don't know. And honestly, like even when I'm not doing stuff, I'll be like playing video games in here. I'm not gonna lie. It'll be like late night. I'll be playing some games, but I'm just like, I play the game and I go to bed now because I'm like, I don't know. I'm trying to get my sleep schedule right so I can wake up and be more productive during the day. You know, like be up good and early and be productive during the day instead of just like pulling all nighters and then being like super dead in the mornings. I could end up being a little more energized in the mornings and be making better shorts and stuff like that. Do better on my editing. But for the past couple of weeks, it's just been crazy anyway. So it's not. I wasn't able to do any of it. um, so yeah, hey, John's been working at Amazon. It's going well. Um,
Yeah,
heck yeah.
it's all right. Man, it's a lot of work for sure, but it's good. It's not a bad job at all. It's
Yeah.
cool to drive a big freaking truck.
So soon he is going to be needing a car.
True that.
Um, we were like, oh man, let's get you like an electric bike or something like that.
I'm
But
still down for it, but I mean, yeah,
dude, honestly, that's like a waste though. It's a waste.
it's a
because
temporary. Well, yeah. I mean, once I get a car, I'll never use that.
well, here's the thing, dude. It's gonna cost you 1,200 to 1,000 or 2,000 for the bike, right? We get you a good deal on a car. It's 1,200 to 2,000 on a car. You know what I'm saying? And the car, you can go farther than the 30 miles that that thing allows. What up, Bronx? Appreciate you. That's cool, man. Thanks for stopping in. Um, but yeah, I mean, being able to spend that 2 grand on a car is going to be way better. You can go 1,000 miles, wherever you want to go.
No, definitely need a car though. That's for sure.
Yeah, and home groceries and all that stuff.
Oh my god, no, that's the freaking worst, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's the biggest
thing. Hey, I'm not gonna lie though. I was looking at some of these electric bikes the other day.
Yeah.
Dude, some of them have like a bunch of racks and stuff on them for you to carry all types of stuff.
Cages in the back.
But they look like they're bikes from like the 1920s, man.
Like the front.
Yeah, they got like the big U like handlebars where you ride it. Like, yeah. Dude, I don't know, man. Yeah, John's over here. John, come in the camp.
Oh man, people. Make me. What's up? What's up? Oh. Yeah, no, that's all good. You saw me, yeah.
Yeah, he's a real person.
Yeah.
Nah, man. So we're kind of not gonna go with the bike situation now, just because.
But even this, I mean, like I said, even a scooter is like $600 or $700, huh?
Oh, dude, scooters are more. I mean, you can get a really cheap scooter, but it ain't even gonna make it there in back row. It's got tiny wheels. Like, it'll be hilarious.
I need something that's gonna be able to hit some rocks.
Hey, one thing I did see, dude, there is a third solution. I forgot about this. I was looking online, and we got to measure your center sprocket, like where your pegs are or where your pedals are and stuff. We got to measure that because there's different measurements for which one you want. But there is electric bike conversion kits.
Oh, to convert your bike to be electric?
Yeah.
So it's like adds a motor to it?
Yeah.
To pump your wheel or to spin your
wheel. Yeah,
wheel?
and it's like an assist motor, so it doesn't always have to be going.
Yeah, but
like
it's just used, when you use it when you need to go uphill or something.
Yeah, but they got like 30 miles, And I have, all right, so.
It would help out, for sure. It would help anybody out.
Yeah, so I have personally ridden one, like, not far, but I was riding like around this neighborhood, and that thing scoots, dude. Like, it was scooting.
Yeah.
And like in sketchy spots where you aren't able to pedal, you can still crank that little handle, this motorcycle status, dude. It's pretty fun. So how much are these? It depends on which one we get. There's one for the front wheel, one for the sprocket, and one for the rear wheel. It depends on what bike you have. So by knowing what kind of bike you have.
Sorry, I'm laughing at your comment. I'm sorry, that's funny. Get a sidecar. That's funny.
Dude. Yes. Yes. That'll be hilarious.
That would be funny to at least make a
at least a commercial about that. Heck yeah, dude.
I'm on the sidecar. I'm like, oh, turn left.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like,
oh my god. You know what? We gotta scoot this thing back, bro, so that way we can all hang out. Oh, no. Oh, no, we're pretty far away. John's still off. No, this big dude.
Over there. All right, let me see.
Oh, like, you're like 5 feet away over there, bro.
All right, I'll come in for the next 5 minutes that I got.
Oh, yes. All right. I'm in. Good. All right. So I see this Bafang 750 watt mid drive kit, which 750 watts is pretty good. It's not like crazy, but it's pretty good. It'll get you moving.
Oh, wait, but that wasn't your solution, though, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, the motor.
It's the mid drive kit. Look.
To add to an existing bike. Oh, that's interesting. Can you put it on street bike or whatever they kind of have with thin ass wheels and stuff?
Yeah, sure. So you can put it on.
It goes on the back of the front. Back,
dude.
Or
no.
Oh.
Look.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how it works.
Yeah, and now you know it's gonna work, right? Like as soon as you see where it was, okay. So it's like, yeah, it's right at the crank. It's on the crank sprocket. Nice. So it's like, yeah, it's gonna work. They all have sprockets.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter what type of bike, I guess.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what type of bike. It just matters on the distance if you can mount it or not. And they have different. That's why I said we got to measure some stuff. And it comes with like all this, so we just like literally we could like zip tie or tape the wires or whatever we wanted to do. And it literally has got gas brake, a little twisty knob for throttle. Like that's good. How much you think that is?
125. Way more?
Yeah.
645.
Less.
342.
Shit, a stoner movie moment. Nice. It is $491.
That's man. But hey, if that's your vehicle, man, that's
what I'm saying. That's not really expensive because, like, if you look at this one right here,
I'm also going in the fucking rain, bro. Oh yeah, look at that shit. That's $2,000.
It is. It's $2,000 for that bike, bro. And yeah, it's a badass. You're right.
Car.
But yeah, that's the point. Is if you actually go with the knee bike, like in order to get anything that's actual like. Oh, 395. It was what was it? Oh, 491. 491. Let me try to I'm gonna pull this up. Oh god dang, that's bright. Come on, focus phone. Ah yeah. So it's like a kit that goes on your sprocket. And it's got like a
good. I'm listening.
Here, I'm
That's
gonna
right.
do this. Um, so yeah, it goes on your sprocket and powers it from there. You can go old school with it. Look, this one's just an old brushed motor with the gear reduction on it. That actually would probably work pretty easily too. But that one goes on your rear sprocket. That's a rear mount sprocket. That's for like a BMX bike. $78. Don't come with the battery though, and that's like the expensive part. You can get one like this. I mean,
I feel like that's basically what it would end up looking like.
right?
Where it's
See,
like
that's
the
what I'm
same
saying.
thing with just that middle part or whatever.
But here's the thing: if you get this one, let's see what it comes with. Gosh dang, dude, why does it keep on doing? It's giving me ads, man. It's giving me ads. What up, Cole?
Oh, hey, what's good, Cole?
Yeah, John's a Cowboys convert.
What? Oh, yeah,
I didn't do
we're
it
in
to
that.
him though.
Oh, yeah. No,
You
I was
know,
born in Dallas, man.
I'm Bears for life.
Born in Dallas.
All right, so this thing got smooth shifting gears on. Oh, dude. All right, 350-watt rear hub motor.
So it goes on the back?
Yeah, that one's in the rear hub. But this is the whole bike and
Yeah, mine's
everything.
got all the gears.
That's my whole point to that, though, is that this whole bike is that price, right? But it's only got a 350-watt hub motor.
700. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's $700 for this bike. Let me there we go. So yeah, that bike.
Oh man, have a
it
good
was
night.
for a second.
Man, you gotta be up all early. So do
Oh,
I, but
dang.
not that early.
Appreciate you for stopping by though, bro. So this bike is $700. The kit is $491, and we put it on John's bike, which John has a nice bike already. So I think it's worth it to get the kit. And the reason being is because if you look at this one actually only has a 350-watt
How
hub
fast
motor.
do you think it'll let me go? Like if I'm like going up that hill.
All right, well, hold on. Let's see what this one says, okay?
Oh, guys, this is going to help me out with Snake Express. I'll be able to go like 15
Yeah, the Snake Express is going to go way farther. I hate to admit it, but I can't hear Shane very well for once. Oh, shit. I better speak up. My bad. Let me turn this shit up. It's probably turned way down,
camera's
bro.
like 10 feet away.
Yeah, I know. Oh, you know what? We'll just switch angles, bro. How about this?
Oh, ooh, yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right, so this one says that it goes. Oh, specifications. There we go. All right, it's a 36-volt, 350 watt geared hub motor, up to 20 miles an hour. Its range, it's got 10.4 amp hour battery.
Then you recharge and all that stuff.
It's a 36-volt, 10.4 amp. I'll have to remember that for the next one. And then it's got they say like 20 to 40 miles per charge. I'll tell you one thing, with 10.4 amp hours, you are not getting 40 miles out of that thing.
Oh, 40 miles to the charge?
Yeah. Yeah, you are not getting that. If you are literally on like the slowest mode and like pedaling the whole time too. You know, like you're not, yeah, you know, you're not, or going downhill the whole time or something, you know. Like, dude, you ain't getting that out of that. So I happen to know for a fact it's much closer to the 20 than it is the 40. All right, so if we go back to this one,
like smokes
this one, which is just a modification to yours, right? It's basically the same thing, just modification to yours.
And I almost want a scooter, but that does me no good.
Yeah,
like I can't really take that anywhere except for freaking flat land on like pavement.
Right.
Shit. And it's like I'm not gonna travel anywhere crazy.
All right, so this one is a 13 amp hour, 48 volt. So it's a longer battery, although it's pushing more voltage, so it's probably going to be about the same range either way. And it's running. Well, let's see, this is weird though. There we go. Let me get to this one. Chain ring wheel. What the heck that is. Display. Oh, okay, that's why. Because they make 3 different ones. They make a 500, a 750, and a 1,000. With the 750, you do 25 mile an hour. So you get 5 mile an hour faster.
Yeah.
But honestly,
I'll kill myself though if
here's the thing: it's not the 5 mile an hour faster. It's the
more
get there.
The battery.
Nah, bro, it's the acceleration. That thing will accelerate faster than you can pedal, dude. Yeah. You're like, oh snap, you know, like,
yeah, probably.
You gotta have the Tesla of bikes, bro. This man. No, I don't know. None of them are truly an efficient route for doing any of this. Dude, do you think this thing's safe?
What?
This drink
out there? I don't know.
This drink, you think it's safe to drink?
Was that from earlier?
I think so.
It's probably good. I already drank mine. Wait.
That one's the one from earlier.
What is in there?
It's like full.
No way.
Yeah, I think it was this morning.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, I brought that one from my mom.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that one's good. Yeah.
I was like, I know that one on the table is.
Yeah, we good.
Oh my god, what's in there? Mold and flies.
No, that one's from my mama's earlier. Like literally earlier today. It was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Rancid Red Bull.
See, it's beautiful. It's still fuzzy.
Nice.
So I checked.
Man.
Bro, that motherfucker's still cold.
I'm good.
He didn't want to take none of the mystery Red Bull.
No, I just gotta go to bed though. Everybody, have a good night. Catch you later. Yeah, I gotta go to work.
Word.
I want to drink Red Bull. I love Red Bull, and it probably wouldn't even keep me up. To be honest, it doesn't do that much, but
nah. So yeah, I think buying a bike is probably not gonna work real well for you. I think a car is the best option. So I was looking at some cars.
I'll try to turn this podcast on.
Word. If I were to buy one off of like Facebook Marketplace or anything like that, I don't know, man. It's kind of weird. They're real expensive right now. So I was just gonna go to like the insurance auto auction, or so I can go to the insurance auto auction. It was, ooh, dang, I glitched out for a second. But get something that was like hit in the front or something. Um, something that's easy to repair, a fender, a bumper, something like that. Maybe fix the apron or something a little. I don't want anything that's like hit from the rear because those aren't like really interchangeable parts. It's like it's the body, it's all body work, and I don't want to paint a car or nothing. So I figured we'd just, try to find a car with some bumper damage and something like that, because then you get a better deal. I don't know. I would hope you guys know how that goes. Yeah. Oh man, I don't like I don't like this. Shut shit. Um Nah, man. So today we had an awesome interview today with Leviathan Snakes. That was pretty cool. I enjoyed that. If you guys didn't get to catch that, go and check that out. That was over at John on Equaline's channel. If y'all didn't get to see it, you might not be subbed. Sub to John. Every John needs a home. Let him come into yours. No, I did not get hammered before I went live. Uh, on either occasion, right now or before. I've been up for a long time though. I had to wake up early all weekend. Like my family's been here nonstop and doing all the Easter stuff, and like they were here for the weekend. So I don't know. It's just been crazy. And then it was Hayden's birthday today, so we were doing a bunch of stuff for that. Had the show earlier. It's been a busy weekend, but it's all good. I'm actually really happy that I've been doing that stuff because it keeps you going, keeps you motivated, looking on for the next stuff. And man, waiting for eggs kills, dude. Sitting here, I'm like any day now, any day now. Nah, man, they ain't coming, bro. They ain't coming. My time schedule's calculated. No, they ain't here. So yeah, yeah. All right. I mean, I haven't been drinking, if that's what you're asking. But yeah, couple of safety meetings today is all good. I feel like after the shows on Mondays, like that's why it looks like that. Cause like after the shows on Mondays, we're just like so like freaking, our minds are gone after like focusing so hard on something. Cause like we're trying to fit that in to the schedule, like you got when it's a once a week thing, it just sucks. Hell yeah, bro. Um, but yeah, it's like having to depend like or like having people depending on you all the time, it's good and bad. It's a lot of responsibility, but we wear it proudly, right? So it's cool. I enjoy it. We didn't make shit for commercials this week though. So next week, hey, so next week we are definitely going to be doing more commercials. I'm gonna put in the work, do the extra stuff, all the good stuff I need to be doing. So I don't know. I'm gonna probably film some stuff in the morning too. That's why I wasn't planning on staying up too late tonight because I gotta start filming more content, and then I gotta get like clips and stuff so we can put them into the commercials for John and I's show. So lots of work and stuff, but I know you guys are my core audience. I wanted to get back to you guys and be like, hey, since John wears the blazer, you must wear the pants. Hey, you want to hear something funny though? So the other day I was at my mom's house and I was like picking up some clothes and stuff, and I was like, oh dang, my like suit jacket. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna put that on and start wearing some glasses, dye my hair, be like, hi, I'm John from Equaline on the show. Wrong emoji. My thumb is stoned. Nice. Oh man, so John and I have recently gotten hooked on playing Mario Kart, which I'm kind of sad he went in before we got around in, because I bet if I go on or text him, he'll be like, "Yeah, I'll play." um, hold on, let me get to this real quick. So yeah, we got Mario Kart on our phone. Oh dang, it's gonna do the thing. Let me get it right. There we go. Yeah, and you can turn it sideways like while you're racing, so it's nice. Be in a full tuxedo. Bro. Don't look at that, John. John, I told you this earlier, though. Hey, John, get on Mario Kart. We gonna get down on some multiplayer races on this Mario Kart real quick. Oh no, I may not. My phone's acting foolish. Oh yeah, it's going. So 2 games. All right, all right. Well, hey, I'm joining up right now on communication error. Son of a gun. But yeah, no, that'd be kind of funny. We got so many skits like planned out and shit. I don't know. It's tough to execute them. You know, like it's tough to execute all of them, and especially like because now John working all the time too. So like we ain't got time to just hang out and chill and be like, all right, let's do this, let's do that. It's like when we got the time, we got to try to make the most of it and stuff like that. So I don't know. Kind of sucks. But we'll get there, man. And we're getting rhythms and stuff. So hopefully our rhythm can pick up and we can really start nailing some really cool commercials. Um, Speaking of commercials, cameras, all that good stuff, man, I got a GoPro. I'm happy about that. I don't know. I'm gonna probably end up putting in a snake tub or something like that and do like a snake watch thing. Upload basically a live stream of tear off sweats over the tuxedo. Just show up in a jumpsuit. That's so funny. John's gonna be like every time I wear sweatpants or something, he's gonna be like, dude, what are you doing? You got a tuxedo on under there? Dude, I got the super rocket start. I'm a sniper with these green turtle shells, man. I pop fools with these. Man, you give me a dang banana. I don't want a banana. Sorry, I got one lap left. I'll be right back here. Stinky balls commercial. John, you hear that one? The Stinky Balls commercial. Oh man, so we looked all right, so this was something really funny. We were talking about for a guest that's gonna come on the show, or we're hoping comes on the show. Uh they were I don't know, they're a funny person, you know. So we were like gonna get these like fake like boobs or whatever and like put them on, you know. Dude, they are so dang expensive. I am not kidding. Like it got serious quick. Okay, I was joking around. I was thinking it was gonna be like $30 or something, maybe $40. Nah, man, they're like $1,000. People are real serious about it. I was like, oh dang. And now I'm pretty sure my Google thinks I'm like trying to cross dress. Like I was like, oh no, this ain't good. It was pretty hilarious. 3K. John, you up in here yet? I'm in the game. I'm in the zone. Auto zone. All right, I'm leaving the game. Tired of this game. And thus is life. So I've been kind of thinking about like live streams and stuff, and my attention span is getting more and more whack by the day. I can't, I don't know. I can't watch live streams as much as I used to. Used to be cool with watching like 4 hour live streams and stuff. Now I'm like, after 10 minutes, I'm like, oh man, I gotta. Don't leave, Shane. Oh, son of a gun. I already shut it up. Okay. Um, but yeah, it's more difficult to watch like the longer live streams nowadays for me. Um, I wonder if it is better for me to start doing it in like podcast form to where you can listen, you know, instead of which I mean, I feel like we still do anyways. Half the time I'm like listening to a show and not really watching it, you know. Um, John, I'll wait for you. You join up. I'll wait for you. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Dude, I think I gotta start doing either like on these late night snake bites, I gotta make some games or something. Get some games going. Maybe start doing I gotta get that freaking track from my nephew. That Hot Wheels track we were doing that one day. Maybe do that, do some Hot Wheels racing. I was looking at like what it would take to do marble races. Cause I don't know if you guys have ever seen the marble races, but I like it. And if we do a live stream marble races, be over here, oh, who's gonna win this and that? You know, maybe I can make some prizes or something. You know, some probably heads and tails merch. Sorry guys, that's what I got. You know, but yeah, that'd be cool, right? I want the snake races still, but dude, it's the cost of building material is substantial enough to where if I'm gonna spend money on something, I'm gonna spend it on upgrading my rat system and my racks and all this, you know, like I'm gonna spend it on building the infrastructure of the business itself, not the side stuff of the snake races. So I don't know. Hey, you know what? If anybody wants to see the snake races, text me, you know. That'd be cool. At least then I know that there was like actual like people wanting to see it. You know, like there was a request for it. That'd be cool. Uh, do that words with Cole. Yeah, I know, but dude, I don't want to take Cole's thing. Like that's Cole's thing. I mean, well, it's Cole's thing in that live and love. Uh, yeah, I know. I was kind of thinking that too. I was kind of thinking that too. It could get with all this live feeding controversy, it could get real messed up. I just added two together and I was like, is it gonna eat or no? You know? Who's betting? Who's betting? You think it's gonna eat? Like, whack. Sorry. I'm a twisted person. It's all right, so it's always an issue of live feeding, right? But ain't nobody watching your snake take a crap. And I mean, there's only like two things snakes do is eat and crap, you know? Um, so maybe, you know, if everybody's offended about these live feeding videos, maybe I'll just start feeding them pooping. You know what I'm saying? It's like, there you go. Right. The people that also have live feeding content. Yeah, exactly. I thank you, sir. Uh, or how about the fact that everybody does feed live? Like, is that dude? Am I crazy? Like, there's people that don't. I get it. I get it. You don't want to do it. Blah blah blah. I got it. Whatever. All I'm saying is it is more healthy to feed live than dead. I mean, autolysis begins within the first 10 minutes of death, and then you're freezing it after you kill it. Then you thaw it. That thing's at least an hour. You know, at least an hour for sure before uh, it's ever, you know, done anything with. And then snakes are not scavengers. Their bodies are not built to be able to digest rotting flesh. And there are gases and fungi and all types of stuff that start to pop out after a rat has died, you know? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Dude, I posted a video today. My axolotl eating bloodworms. Ain't a damn person ever gonna say nothing about that. 100%. Because nobody cares about bloodworms, bro. And they only care about rats because there are a bunch of them. Sorry. You know? Sorry, I'm fucking racing with John while I'm doing this too. Where is John? What position he's in? I'm in third. I don't see John right now. So he must be pretty far back. What position you in, John? We're doing Mario Kart right now on the phone. It's nice. Mario Kart's pretty good. I'm in first right now. I'm killing it. I love steak, but I'm not interested in the processing. Yeah. Here's my whole point on all of this is that I didn't want to bust out my actual all right, I'm gonna set this down because this is a real conversation here. Right, right. No, absolutely. But the reality of it is that I shouldn't even say it because I want it to snowball out of control before I tell everybody what the real thing is because it's going to be flipped in the end. Because the reality is in my mind, when I think about rats being gassed, that is so inhumane in my eyes. Like, or it's just crazy, you know. Where when a snake eats a rat, that rat is going to Valhalla. You know what I'm saying? It went out a warrior, bro. It went out doing what happens in nature. If you are gassing rats, bro, that is like all I'm gonna say is Auschwitz, bro. You know, like not cool, not cool, man. I don't like that. So yeah, in my mind, I think that more people should be on live rats instead of frozen thawed, and that's kind of why I'm making all these videos. Uh, Also because then I get to showcase that it keeps my snakes beautiful throughout too, because I do think that it's healthier as well. So not only healthier but more humane. And one day I am gonna have to gas some rats, and I'm gonna have to show a video of people or of these rats getting gassed and be like, oh, you guys wanted that frozen thawed. There you go. You know, look at these guys gasping for air, clawing at the sides and shit. It's horrible, dude. It's horrible to watch. But they're so upset about a results. I don't know, Google, stop listening to me. Uh, but they're horribly upset whenever I feed the way that they feed out in the wild. They literally eat wild live animals. They don't go and find a carcass and start munching on it, you know? Exactly. You can ignore the process, but it doesn't mean the process doesn't occur. And and the fact that they're like, oh, this is horrible. This is way more humane. I'm like, whoa, whoa. If we're talking about humane, I don't think gassing is humane. I just don't. I'm like, man. And then it's dead for at least an hour while all of those toxins build up in the dead animal, and then you feed it to your snake and then be like, oh, I don't know why my snake got sick. Yeah, I do. I do. All the blood got clotted instantly. You know, oh, come on, man. You can't tell me a dead animal is as healthy as a live animal. You know, like I don't know, man. It's not like they're gutting the animal after they kill it. You know, they're not gutting these rats. They're just gassing them. You're actually right. Yeah, DWI, you're right. Why do people gas them before freezing them? I'm gonna actually pull that up so that people can see this later on. Why do they gas them before freezing them? Freezing itself is more humane. I agree. I agree. But I think the most humane way is to do it the way nature designed it to happen. You know, it's not just the most humane way, but I do think that it's gonna end up being the most uh, healthy way for your snakes. Now, obviously, you can get your snake chewed up by a rat. I'm not saying to throw a rat in there and just wait a month. You know, like, dude, you got to watch your stuff. Make sure that rat ain't chewing up your snake. And even when the snake strikes, I still sit there ready with tong help. If that rat starts biting my snake, bam, I put them tongs in that rat's mouth so quick, and I'm like, dude, bite these tongs, you know? And like, is it cool to see? No, no, it's not. It's not. But I also think that people are going too far whenever they're talking about, oh, this or that. So that's why I got to go the opposite direction. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Okay, see, that is the problem, DWI. That is exactly what I'm upset about. Is that if you showcase the pleasant and beautiful side of my snakes, nobody gives a damn. Nobody watches it, bro. I put in a lot of work to showcase how much I love these things and how awesome they are and this and that. It don't give a damn. Nobody watches it. I get five views, 6 views, 26 views, maybe, you know? Dude, I get 32,000 on a feeding video. And you guys are talking about, well, not you guys specifically, but you know, like in the community, it's so shamed upon to feed live. And I'm like, bro, the people want to see it. The people are the algorithm. When everybody complain about the algorithm, realize you're complaining about the people. I mean, I don't know, man. You know, the biggest thing is that everybody's like, oh, it's so bad for people to see in the hobby. Not necessarily, bro. Think about this, man. When I was a kid, you know, we wanted a snake because they were badass. You know, it's like, oh, dude, snake's a badass, bro. You ever see this thing, man? It can kill stuff. And you're like, oh shit. You know, like the kids are gonna. I bet more than anything when you're watching these feeding videos, it's mainly kids watching it that are like, oh, dude, you see this thing? It took that thing down. When I look at my content videos are all people in the like 30s and 40s or some in the 20s and stuff like that. But it's mainly like 30s. When I look at my shorts, it's always a younger crowd that's literally looking it up on purpose. So is it that they're all twisted up, or is it that they're just young and ain't never seen a snake eat before? I'll show you. I got plenty of them. They do it every week. So all these people that are all mad about watching a live feeding video, realize y'all are doing it every week. You just ain't putting it on the air. But y'all be talking about, oh, we doing transparency, we showing everything, blah blah. You ain't really showing everything. You're only showing the things that you want to show. That's not transparency. That's literally just everything on TV. Like if you're literally only showing the things that you want to show, it's not transparency. Am I wrong? Do you not comprehend how that's supposed to work? Sorry, man. It just bugs me. It bugs me because I'm like, dude, y'all gassing these damn rats like they're like it's Nazi Germany over here, but y'all mad at me that I'm gonna feed my damn rat. And if you come and look at my rats, bro, let me show you something right quick. You see that wheel over there, bro? All my rats got wheels. All my rats got wheels. They all running. They're all getting exercises. They're all getting exercise. They all got wheels, hides, enrichment, and every single one of them. They have way more space than what like regulations are supposed to have. Like regulations, it's like, oh, one rat to every, 6 inches or something like that. Dude, these rats got plenty of room. All my rats got plenty of room. I give them good lives and everything. So I figure they only have one bad day, and that's the last day. It's sad to say, but at least I know that they were cared for well. They had good nutrition. They had great exercise. All of these things go into the factor of a healthy rat equals a healthy snake. All of these things should be accounted for by every breeder. Personally, I think this is something we all need to be doing because, dude, I can't tell you how many unhealthy rats I've seen before I started breeding my own, man. Plenty of people got nasty rats they'll try to sell you, dude. Ain't got no hair on them, chewed up all around. No, it's fine. That thing might have some weird white mites in its ear or something. Man, there's all types of nasty stuff with these things. They are just stuck in a tiny bin their whole lives, never go anywhere. At least mine are living a good life. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give them a good life until the day that they ain't got one. I don't know what to say to that. It's like if my snake could eat lettuce, I'd feed the damn thing lettuce. All right? You know? Yeah, freezing fish. But you got to be careful with freezing rats because the water will like explode their veins or whatever, and it can leak out worse stuff for your snake. Instead of even feed, like why even freeze it at all, dude? Why do the extra step? You're gonna kill it, freeze it, and then feed it? Why? You could just fucking feed it. Like just go straight to the source. You know what I'm saying? Like You're putting all these extra steps in to make it more humane, and it's not. It's not. It's worse. I just don't get it. I don't get it. As far as storing too many animals, you got too many animals, you got to freeze some because they're just popping out all over the place. You're getting overpopulated. All right, man. I get that. I get that. I don't know that I personally want to be feeding that shit to my snakes, but okay. You know, he was saying a fish, where a fish will just like go into like a hibernative state and die. Fish are not the same as people or rats. Fish specifically, because they live in water. Yeah, I love it. I love it. Oh yeah. Nah, he never said live feeding is wrong. He's just, you know, adding conversation in. But yeah, right, right. Bro, I just feel like so many people are under this false illusion or something that like, I don't know, that these frozen thawed rats come from like some freaking rat playland or something, and it's like, nah, they're like, yeah, especially if you're buying from like a big time dealer, like PetSmart, Petco, something like that. Dude, how do you even know how long that rat's been dead? And that rat is probably lived like the worst life there is. Like it was just like in a tiny box its entire life from birth till death, and then it choked to death on gas as it died and got shipped over there after being frozen. The fuck? The fuck, dude? The only reason I see it being okay, and I'm still not even really with it, I'm just like, hey man, produce how much you need, you know. Uh, God says stuff about, oh, like being gluttonous and stuff. So I mean, I kind of feel the same way where it's like, hey, just produce what you need. If you can sell 50 extra each week, then cool, dude. Make 50 extra each week. But if you're making 100 extra each week and you can only make 50, then you got to cut back on your stuff because you just keep on freezing them. And after a long time of, bro, DWI, dang it. You want me to, all right, so hold on. DWI, talking about the different genomes and stuff like that. All right, here's the problem. You talk about color, you talk about pattern. There's only so many times you can go through it all. Well, that's the thing is like some of them blend together, like I don't know. And I'm not the best one for IDing snakes either. And then you get, dude, anything you do on YouTube, you're getting flack for. If I say that something is this and I tell you this is why it's that, my inbox will fill up with people telling me why that's not that gene, or it is that gene, but that's not why it's that gene. Like, dude, they're gonna find something wrong with everything. It don't even matter. Like it's like them do what's easy, and what's easy is some damn feeding videos every week that get 1,000+ views every time I put 10 seconds up. You know what I'm saying? I put hours and hours of work into trying to make videos. They don't get shit. Ain't nobody care about them. They don't care. Put up one feeding video and you get thousands. They're jumping up. Oh, let me see. What? in the end, I always got to go back to like, well, play the game. You know, you got to play the game, right? And don't hate the player, hate the game, man. I hate the game, but I play the game. I ain't gonna not play the game because I want this subs, I want this money, I want my name out there. Because if you look at all the big people, you look at Brian Barczyk, all these other guys that are real big, you look at how they began. How did they begin? Doing all these things like, oh, my snake bit me. I bought this snake for thousands of dollars. This snake got lost. This snake died. This snake was, watch all these live feeding videos. It was always some crazy stuff, and like with age, he's changed and, like he got real big and then caught a bunch of flack. So now he's like straightening out. But they got big before they changed their mind. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's all a ruse. Maybe once I get big, I'll be like, oh, you know what? You're right. I disagree with all of this. I doubt it, but it could happen, They said pigs couldn't fly, and then, they had swine flu, so. I do like that, and I will probably do a video on it, honestly, on like talking about what I see the genes doing in my snakes and why I like my snakes, stuff like that. That's a good one, for sure. I could probably cut it into shorts. See, and that's the other thing is, do I make a content video out of it or do I make it into shorts? My snakes can't eat a cat, bro. I got ball pythons, man. They're small, bro. But otherwise, you know what? Hey, don't get me twisted. Cats are assholes, man. Cats kill for sport. Snakes don't kill for sport, dude. They kill because they want to eat. It's not a game to them. But cats, they'll bring you something they caught and then sit there and torture it to death in front of you. Like, bro, I don't want to hear nothing about no cats, honestly. Cats are pretty damn mean and everybody loves them because they're furry. Okay. Everybody, oh, it's so cute. Oh, it caught a mouse. It caught a mouse. Yeah, and then it tortured it to death. I mean, but here's the thing, I'm not going to do anything outside of what literally you have to do to own a snake is feed a snake a rat. You have to do that or they die. I'm not doing anything that's like, oh man, look at me, it doesn't have to eat this, but I'm going to do it nah, bro. If it would fucking eat lettuce, I'd feed it lettuce. All right? It doesn't eat lettuce. It eats rats. So now I gotta grow these dang rats up, and I feel bad about feeding them. So now I'm over here trying to give them rat wheels and give them all these hides and make sure that their life is all peachy and everything. Man, this shit costs money. It takes a lot of time to clean, and I put in more work than any other breeder on these rats. 100% guaranteed, and I'll put it to the test. For sure, ain't nobody taking care of their rats like I am. It's just that simple. So when I'm feeding my rats to my snakes, you're damn right I'm happy about it. Because I want to see my snakes living good and I want to be able to know that I'm putting a quality product in my snake's belly. Like from birth till death, I fed these things and I tried to get a good mixture of food. Like, man, you don't even know. I put in a lot of work on these diets and all that stuff. So as far as like me feeding, no, this is literally natural feeding. It's naturally what they do. If the snake naturally ate cats, I would naturally feed it a cat. All right. It is what it is. It's literally what they eat naturally. That's also why I don't have huge gators or something, because then I'd have to figure out how to get some pigs, be growing dang pigs or something, and like feeding to the gator or something. I don't know. But I got ball pythons, so I'm gonna do my best to make sure that everything that goes into them is literally as good as I can provide. And that starts with the rats, man. It really does. That's why the rat videos are important. The rat feeding videos are important because people don't know that the most important part about owning these snakes is what you're feeding them. You're feeding them crap, and then you're wondering why your snakes are getting sick. It's like, come on, man. Gotta watch it all, bro. You gotta watch it all. Hold on, let me see. You can see. Exactly. If you didn't watch that video, or here's a better thing: like, comment, and subscribe when you watch my other videos. That's, dude, the best way for me to not post feeding videos is for a different type of my video to do well. I've been trying different things. Hopefully one day something will stick that's going to be awesome and I can run with that. But for now, the only thing that has really gotten me good views, unfortunately, is the feeding videos. So yeah, if that's how I'm catching people's eye, and then I can bring them in and try to teach them about ball pythons and this and that, cool, cool. If that's how I got to do it, that's how I got to do it, man. Like, because the end goal is to get them to watch my stuff to see what I'm actually talking about, and I don't care how you start watching my stuff. If you start watching my stuff because of the axolotls, if you start watching it because of the snakes, if you start watching it because of the lizards or the fish, whatever, I want to get people in from wherever I can. And if my biggest reach is in the direction of feeding, then yeah, I'm gonna reach out there too. I'm not reaching other places. I'm just reaching out there too. And if that's the one that's getting a bunch of views, then I'm gonna keep doing that too. It's not that I stopped doing the other stuff. If you look at my channel, I got stuff on everything, man. And leave a comment, say you appreciate it, you like it. It spurs me on to do more stuff. But when the only comments I'm getting are on the live feeding videos, that's the only interaction I'm getting from the community in general. Well, what am I gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like it don't make sense. It's like, oh, I see a way to be able to grow and everything, but I don't want to do it. Nah, bro, I'm gonna do it. All right, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I feel you, DWI. Heck yeah. Absolutely. I appreciate that 905. Yeah, most of my stuff has nothing to do with live feeding. It's like, man, I got my dang snakes hanging on Christmas ornaments and stuff. And, I'm talking about the pairings I got and this and that, and talking about the different snakes I got going. Things I'm putting together, things I like, things I don't like, stuff like that, man. I think I only have one actual content video that has anything to do with live feeding. Just about every one of my content videos are either me going to a show or me talking something about my snakes or getting a new snake or showing an enclosure I built or how to take care of this or how to build that. That's usually, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that, DWI. I do know that you do. I'm saying for in general, because I do get a lot of flack for doing these from multiple angles. It's multiple angles for sure. But yeah, dude, I gotta do everything. I can't just do it because people are afraid to, man. I gotta do it. You know, it's something that needs to be done. Because here's the thing: am I tricking anybody here? Did people not know that snakes eat rats? You know that snakes eat things. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm not the one that started a smear campaign on ball pythons. You know what I'm saying? Like, pretty sure that was in the Bible, bro. Like, literally, Eve and the snake telling her to eat the apple. You know what I'm saying? Like, right away, they're like, nah, snakes are no good. Me showing a feeding video is not making much difference there. All I'm doing is getting 3 to 5 subscribers each time I drop one. And that's why I drop one, because I get those 3 to 5 subscribers and then I pop over and do a video about the different genetics in my snakes and stuff like that. Because I did do like a room tour the other day. That was pretty cool. Um, but yeah, it does suck that you're just sitting there kind of like saying the gene names and not really talking about how they affect them. But it's because, dude, you gotta walk a dang tightrope, man. You say one wrong thing and everybody chews into you like, oh, it doesn't do that, it does this. Blah, blah. Like, bruh, it ain't that serious, you know? Well, I see that too. To me, I feel like that's the most important part, actually. Like the process of the animal dying, dude. It's sad. It is sad, but that's why it's important. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta feel some sort of way for that, you know. And I feel like it takes a lot of, well, it takes all the guilt away. You know what I'm saying? Like it takes all the guilt away, all the responsibility. The fact that you killed something so that you can live better. Um, Whenever it's when you're eating a burger, you're not thinking about that cow and the baby and this and that. But also, I got a good one, man. Here's one. National Geographic don't get no flack, and they be showing like zebra babies getting ripped to pieces by lions, and the mama trying to save her baby. Like, bro, they'll get no flack for that. But me feeding a rat to a snake, I'm hey, I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. Exactly. See, yeah, you got it, dude. You get them for the gas guzzling cool car, and then they get to learn you, and they know you, and see this and that, and it grows from there. You know what I'm saying? It gets good, bro. Right, and that's exactly all right. So right here, where you say I'm not against burnouts, but I can do more. That is exactly why I do the feeding videos, is because I want to touch people on, hey man, it's not just feeding, there's more to this snake. But I can't even talk to that person if I don't get them to watch that first video. You know what I'm saying? I need them to watch those videos so I can talk to them about other things, you know? Um, and in all honesty, like if you really think about it, dude, the whole YouTube scene in general is so much bigger than just these reptiles, you know? It's crazy. It's crazy, dude. It's an entire world. So anything and everything you experience in life, you can show on YouTube. It's kind of weird to think about that, but it is one of the things that you can do. Yeah, yeah. Shit. Right. You don't want to think it suffered. Exactly. So, in my mind, that is exactly my point. I feel like it weighs heavier on my consciousness knowing that that rat was gasping for air, like scratching on the sides of whatever little tub it's in as it's getting gassed to death, just scratching, trying to get out. Like, oh man, Ugh, that don't feel good with me. When I watch a snake do it, dude, snakes are very efficient. Every single breath that thing takes out, no more air is coming in after that. Big rats, they'll usually squeal a little bit, but ASFs, man, they're like, what? And that's it. You hear one little, and they're done, dude. Um, what happens is everybody thinks that they suffocate. Well, not always. Quite often, they get hit so hard and squeezed so hard they actually have a heart attack. So, I mean, I think about if I were dying, would I want to go out in the blaze of glory by getting attacked by like a bear or something? Well, it's not even the same thing as a bear because a bear you get like clawed up and cut up and all that stuff. It's more of like, well, would I rather die of a heart attack or drowning? And I'd rather, or a gas chamber, like I'd rather die of a heart attack than a gas chamber, straight up. So it's like, you know, yeah, I mean, engaging the audience is good at certain points. It depends. It depends because sometimes you want that audience to just roll. Like you'll see an argument happen in the chats. Let that shit happen, man. I'll let that shit roll. I like it. I'm like, hey, argue it out because you know what? We never grow without conflict. That's the whole premise of everything is like, how do we grow? Can we grow together? If we grow together, how are we doing it? Well, usually it's through uncomfortable moments, and those uncomfortable moments usually come in the form of debates. So I mean, it's just odd to me that everybody is like, nah, don't do these videos, and yet every single one of y'all feed live. It's like, what are you doing, man? You guys do this too. And you guys do it for the same reasons I do it because you think it's more humane too. You think it's healthier too. It's like, and it's more convenient because if the snake don't eat, I'm not wasting anything. I put it back in the tank. I put it back in its enclosure. So as far as me wasting stuff, I'm not being wasteful. I'm trying to utilize anything I have. Everything gets used. Um, Trying to maintain their weight, make sure they got healthy coats on them. Like, dude, man, I actually do like it. Like the fact that I can breed these beautiful, like, dude, my rats are beautiful. Like they're really in good shape. I love it. I've had a couple of battles, like some of my rats got in fights with each other and scarred each other up, and I was like, dang man. But not not any of the ones I feed off. I got a breeder that's got like a messed up nose. She got hit real hard one day, so she got a little indentation right there. But She got bit real hard by another rat. Which, by the way, guys, let's talk about this. Rats eat each other. They are straight up cannibals. Worried about the snake eating the rat, but if you leave those rats for maybe more than a couple hours without water, one of them will die. 100%. They will kill one of them for sure, and then eat it. Come on, man. The rats do that to each other. But it's messed up to see the snake, you know? God, dude, thinking about it, I'm like, I wish it was that people love to see the colors and the patterns on the snakes. Because, dude, I got badass snakes. I got badass colors. I got badass patterns, and I love showing them. But they don't want to see it. Yeah, seat Blakers? Yeah, it's faster. It is absolutely faster, dude. Why are you taking extra steps for something that you're just gonna do, like that the snake can do for you? You ain't gotta kill it, you ain't gotta freeze it, you ain't gotta thaw it. The snake will just kill it and eat it right then. When it's still warm, like I don't know. If people were giving me the same amount of views for me just being like, look at how beautiful this animal is. Dude, I would love that. I would never need to show, well, I'd still show a feeding video because it's a part of owning snakes, and I want to show people all the stuff to it, the good and the bad. If I woke up tomorrow and 4 of my snakes died, I'm not gonna wait a week to tell you. I'm gonna come up on the live, be crying and being like, dude, my freaking snake died this morning. I don't know what I did. Like I thought everything was great. Man, it's, like it's my responsibility. If I'm saying that I'm being transparent, then it's my responsibility to actually be transparent and show the good and the bad. And it's bad that I have to kill the rats, but it's good that you can see my snake eating the rat and know that the snake is healthy. You can see that it wasn't getting chewed up by a rat every time it was eating this and that. And I do it. The thing is it's a visual logbook of which snakes have eaten too. That's actually kind of really important. But I want to do that more with the hatchlings. I think that on the hatchlings, I probably won't get as much flack either. But I don't have no dang hatchlings yet, so I'm just doing it with my regular snakes. But I think that doing live feeding videos with the hatchlings each week is really important, because then I can be like, whenever I go to sell the hatchling, I can be like, it's eaten, 8 times, 7 times, something like that. These are literally the video clips from it. This is your snake, all 7 times eating. It didn't get bit by the rat, like I made sure to do this, and this is the size they were eating. It's like, dude, that can be super useful to somebody that is just starting out, that just bought a snake from me, to be able to see, like, literally from the first time I fed it until the time I sold it to you, you have video reference towards watching how it ate. So if something pops up, you're like, oh, this is weird. It hasn't done this before, because you got to see it. I think that there is some real value in it, honestly. And I think that a lot of it I think a lot of people got to kind of just get over it. It's like, it's part of it, man. It's a part of the snakes. It's a part of life. It's a circle of life, like, come on, man. It's helpful for more reasons than what people realize. Because I will absolutely showcase me putting my dang tongs in there and grabbing that rat by its face to make sure it doesn't bite my snake. That's important for a new breeder. They don't know to do that. I didn't know to do that until I was well in it. Shit. when I was like 15 having a snake, man, we were just throwing that thing in there. Oh, I don't know why it's not eating it. We're smacking it and stuff, man. Come on, bro. We're smacking, not the snake, we're smacking the rat, trying to get the rat to not bite the snake anymore. But man, like I didn't know what I was doing, you know, and I was just some dumb kid. So I started thinking back, like as an adult, you know, me trying to do this as a profession, I'm like, well, I got to show the dumb kid version of me this. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully he's out there watching. Hey, man, appreciate you, little guy. You'll grow up and be an all right dude. But yeah, that's where it was for me. It's like I got to show everything, man. I got to show everything, the good, the bad, the ugly. It's freaking part of it. What are you guys talking about burnouts? What the heck? I gotta read some of these. Hold on. Hey, DWI, man, I have gotten on that same thing actually. I was like, what if I just like grew all my crops and stuff? You know what I realized though? I'm not a good farmer. Just not. I have skills in life. That's not one of them. So I kill a lot of the plants. I do not have a green thumb. Neither of these are green. It's horrible. But I still want to grow a bunch of plants and stuff. I don't think I can though. Not good at growing plants. So I am gonna get carnivorous plants. Those are coming soon. That's gonna be sweet. Eat all the flies. I'm gonna shoot the flies with the bug assault. I got this salt gun. I don't know where it is right now. Oh, it's over there. I'm gonna shoot the flies and then I'm gonna feed the flies to the Venus flytrap. Yeah, it'll be awesome. DWI, I ain't no saint. I shot a bird with my BB gun once. Dude, it's sad shooting animals, man. It's sad taking lives. It's not something anybody should enjoy, you know what I'm saying? Oh man. But yeah, taking lives isn't something anybody enjoys. It's just a part of everything, you know? Like without it, the world would be way too populated with all types of crazy animals and diseases, and man, it would be insane. If nothing died, what if nothing died? You know, what would the world look like by now? Because things are still fucking. I mean, I probably shouldn't be cussing, but you know. Well, that's the thing is the feeding videos aren't my favorite thing to do, dude. If I could, I mean, I'd really probably just be chiefing on camera with you guys holding some snakes talking about how awesome they are, you know? But the reality is that don't get no views. Nobody cares. And well, the only people that do are usually cops. So I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. But yeah, if I could, dude, that's what we'd be doing right now. I mean, I'm over here itching thinking about my snakes. I'm like, man, Penny's up to 1,150 grams. I'm real excited about her. I'm real excited about her. She is a fire acid pinstripe. All three of those are codoms. None of those are recessives. Pinstripe kind of gets a bad rap because it's such a dominant gene that it's hard to change it, I should say. Um, all right. There's nothing wrong with feeling bad about killing a bird. Nothing wrong with trying to feel bad about the fish, and you had to put it out of its suffering and everything. I get it. Also, I understand you not wanting to see where see the look on your cow's face as you're eating that burger. I get that as well. But realize I'm the farmer in this aspect. You know what I'm saying? If I wasn't, or maybe I should consider myself the butcher, either the butcher or the farmer or the hunter, whatever analogy you want to use. You know, that's me in that aspect. So, I mean, is it something I want to do? No, but it's something I have to do because you want your burger. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta kill this animal. I gotta gut this animal and this and that. Does it make me feel good? Nah, but I gotta do it. And is there somebody out there that's like, wow, man, that's actually really interesting. I never knew that that's how you do it or that that's how that's done. Is that valuable information? Yeah, it is. So is it a good thing? Yeah, it is. A sad thing? Yeah, definitely. But a good thing. It's a necessary thing. Right, I feel you. I feel you. But I mean, dude, it's kind of what I gotta do, man. It's kind of what I do, because it's like, oh, I get that. Later, 905. Yeah, dude. What I'm saying is, I'm cool with you not watching it. I would prefer you watch my other stuff, honestly. Because the other stuff is more fun to make. I don't like making the feeding videos. I do the feeding videos because it's what is done. You know, everybody's like, oh, I go through my day of what I do with my snakes and this and that. Do you? Because, like, what do you do with your snakes every day? Nothing. Freaking nothing. Snakes don't do shit. I don't know if you guys know, but they don't do shit. They sit in their damn tubs. You can hang out with them. They're all right with that for a little bit. They might poop on you or just poop in general. But once a week is the only time they really do any real action. It's like, yeah, they eat. That's like their biggest thing, you know? So I don't know. It's only thing to do each week. I'm not. If I was getting eggs each week, I'd be showing videos of eggs. If I was, buying new snakes each week, I'd be showing videos of buying new snakes. If I'm cleaning rat tubs, showing y'all me cleaning the damn rat tubs. Like I'm showing you guys what I'm doing in general. So if it happens to be me feeding, yeah, it happens once a week. I gotta do it once a week. So yeah, you're gonna see them once a week. Sorry. My bad. Yeah, it's all good, brother. See, exactly. What is the allure to having them as a pet? What's the allure? That's the whole thing. What's so awesome about these snakes? They're pretty. It's all good, DWI. It happens, my guy. I ain't tripping. Um, yeah, it's just honestly, it's because in the hobby it is a big deal on the whole feeding live or frozen thought and everything. And a lot of these people are acting like it's a bad thing to do to feed live. When in reality, it's the more healthy approach and the more natural approach. Um, do y'all want to see it? No, you don't. But there is a bunch of people that do. I mean, we made a perfect example earlier. We were talking about how he was like, well, you see, you can talk about Brian Barczyk and how whenever he was starting, he was making all of these live feeding videos and these clickbaity videos and this and that. Well, he got real high up real quick, right? He's like 3 million now, 3.2 million, something like that. Like he's got millions of subscribers, right? And then he said, well, if you look at Justin Kabelka, he's never done a feeding video. And I said, yeah, and he also doesn't have 3 million subscribers. He has like 50,000, 100,000, something like that. It's nowhere near the level of Brian Barczyk. All of these people that were doing these feeding videos to start off with only changed after they got big. When they're doing these clickbait videos and these big feeding videos and all these crazy things, dude, it's what gets you big. And then you get to show people who you really are. You know, that's kind of where it is. It's like I gotta show them the messed up stuff so that they can find out who I really am, because otherwise they ain't gonna watch. And I'm not a fan of how the world works like that, but I understand it. Yeah. Oh man, dude, cichlids. See, yeah. Man. You be getting all the dang animals be trying to kill each other and all this stuff, man. Cichlids be fighting to the dang death all the time. I mean, as of now, I got all my cichlids are good. They haven't been fighting for nothing. Everybody that is making it in the tank is making it in the tank. And there's like 30, 35 of them in there. So we're doing good. But yeah, I've definitely had other tanks and other times to where, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Brian is perfect example. Right. Brian's still feeding live. He's just not showing it on video. But he built that audience by doing those live feeds and then just got to show them who he was in the end. And now they're a fan of who he is. So I would only hope to be so fortunate as to get that route of things happening. But, like, hey, man, it's a part of it all. It's a part of it all. And the controversy sells. So if you're going to do controversial stuff, screw it. Might as well do it. Oh, absolutely. I totally agree. Totally agree. And I'm positive that he sees a benefit in feeding live as well. There's a reason why the picky eaters will usually eat live. Why? Because they call them picky eaters. Well, it's the true predators. They're the predators. They want to eat something alive. Sorry, man. I've been looking for. I got a rat loose the other day, and it was an ASF. And it's a female, so I don't want to kill her or nothing because I want to put her back, and she's pregnant. So I'm like, man, I've been waiting for her to come around so I can catch her. I almost got her yesterday, but she got away. She's fast. Um, yeah, man. It's not that it doesn't bother me. Like it fucking bothers my soul, dude. I'm not some soulless bastard out here like, oh yeah, it's awesome killing all these animals. But like, yeah, man, I feel like if you do it right, you're I'm feeling like I'm at least doing these rats a solid by giving them like wheels and hides and like letting them be with the community and stuff like this. I feel like whenever I do get big and everybody's against me for feeding, I get to come back and show them like, well, hey, I know y'all mad at me for doing this, but if you look like these are actually cared for way better than like everyone else's, and everyone else is like, oh, we're here for this. So say. Well, it's because every damn time I say something, somebody always got to be talking about some damn live people. And I'm like, man, all right, here we go. I'm not going to change my view on it. I think it's important. Did you see this live? No, what had happened? What had happened, Blakers? John went to bed, though. It's just us now. Ooh, guys. No, yeah, it's because earlier tonight we were talking about that on the other show, talking about like live feeding and stuff, and I was still on that because it's rough, man. It's rough. One day I'm gonna flip it, man. Everybody's gonna be like, "Dang, Shane was right." That is a lamp. It's not a hookah. Yep, Florida. Oh yeah, I seen that for sure. Yeah, yeah. That's crazy. That made me so mad. Like when I seen that, it literally brought me, dude. All right, so yeah, that's actually what I originally wanted to get on here and talk about. No, it is a lamp for sure. I do have a hookah, but it's not here. Okay, so the Florida FWC, I think it's like Florida Wildlife Commission or something like that. Um, they basically they passed a law to where you got to get rid of your retics. Now, dude had had the retics long before or whatever, but they passed a new law to where it doesn't matter if you thought you were protected or grandfathered in, you are no longer grandfathered in. You've got to get rid of them, right? He got rid of a bunch of them. Said, hey, I got a few more. I have places for them, but uh, like those places aren't ready yet. You know, I got these homes lined up for them, and they were like, no, you can't send them anywhere, blah, blah. And then they came and killed all. Now, instantly, I was over here about to make a dang protest sign talking about education over regulation, you know, right away, not even including what happened next. Just right away, people taking other people's pets and animals makes me infuriated. I'm instantly out there like, hey, let's do this, you know. But then they killed some. Well, it wasn't even the guy that owned the property. It was the guy was watching somebody else's boa that was pregnant, and they killed the boa, which is a legal snake to keep. It wasn't. They weren't supposed to get rid of that snake, and they killed it, and it had like it was pregnant, so it had some babies in it, and they were like, "That's like $100,000 worth of babies that you know, like you just killed a freaking over $100,000 worth of snakes on accident." Um, Now, at watching that video, I tried to watch the thing in its entirety because I was like, you know, it. I get animals dying is freaking horrible. When I was watching those snakes being killed, I'm over there mad. You know, I'm like, damn, dude. But I think that what really bothered me was that that snake didn't have to die. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't feeding anything. It wasn't sick. They just killed it because they didn't want it around. You know, and that bothered me with all of those snakes in general. And they were beautiful retics, by the way. I seen them pulling them out, and they were just gorgeous snakes. And you know, gee, that is what happens whenever you put regulations in place that should. That is what happens. You give somebody else the power to make decisions for you, and that's how it's always going to end up. It will always end up like that. This guy did literally tried to do everything right. They killed the snakes instead of letting them, you know, get them to these houses or whatever. And then they kill a snake that wasn't supposed to be killed to top it off, just to add insult to injury. Bro, it was a mixed emotion. It was a lot of emotions going through when I was watching that video. All I can say is that dude in the gray shirt, I'd punch him right in the nuts, dude. Give him a good old whoopah, you know, right to the junk. Uh, the guy in the blue shirt, man, I kind of feel him there because he was like he didn't pull that snake out or nothing, but he was like talking to one of the officers about it, and you could tell they were talking, and he's like, "Man, this just sucks." You know, he's like, "I'm okay with euthanizing an animal that's sick, but this just sucks." You know, they're beautiful animals, and he's like, "But it's part of the job." It's horrible to have that job, but it's even worse that somebody elected other people to do that. Absolutely. Well, that's the thing is they gave him a year to relocate. He was relocating them, and then he was like, "Hey, I got these left," and blah blah. And they were like, "Nah, keep them there. We're coming to get them." And then they came and killed them all. They wouldn't let him take them to the other places. They wouldn't let him ship them or nothing. Dude, now the guy has seven. Oh my gosh. And they hit him with like 72 felony charges. That's ridiculous. Again, education over regulation, guys. This is, I can't stress this enough. Education over regulation. You let other people make these decisions for you, and this is going to be the result. When you educate people, you always get a more positive result. When you're talking about education, you're always getting a more positive result. When you're talking about regulation, it's always going to be restricting things. wasn't an animal protection policy. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by that. Dude, this is why I feel like we need a US arc for each state. So that what happened in Florida doesn't happen to the rest of us. You know, honestly, like that's really what it comes down to is we got to get US arc for each individual state because most things are handled on a state level, they're not handled on a federal level. So US arc as a whole is not going to be able to help us on most of these. So it's important now for us to be proactive and get our own guys in there, you know, make sure we got our side before the other side even starts talking. Because we've seen what happened in Florida. They were not proactive, and now they have to be reactive. Everything they got to fight for. Instead of having this big fight, we can just set it up ahead of time. So when they come after us, we're like, no, 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 that's not how we're gonna do this. We're good. Absolutely, absolutely. They are not trying to protect those animals. No, not at all. Right. Oh, it's Florida Wildlife and Conservation. That's it. Conservation. What's the other word? Yeah, no, they're not conserving those animals' lives. They're trying to say that, oh, well, if they got out, they could be dangerous to Florida, you know, the Everglades and this and that and all this stuff. Yeah, yeah, cool. It bothers me, really does. Exactly, exactly, right. So the snakes that were killed, all of his snakes, it wasn't like they were seizing his animals because they were illegal. He had them before it became illegal, so they were supposed to be grandfathered in. And then in 2021, they passed this new law or whatever to where they're like, nah, screw your grandfathering. You still got to get them out of here. But hey, you can't ship them. You can't move them. You can't relocate them. You just got to wait for us to come kill them. Come on, man. Come on. And then you're in there, you don't even know what you're doing to the point to where you're killing the wrong damn snake. It's ridiculous. Yes, exactly. Exactly. He was in the possession of the snakes long before the law had changed. So he was grandfathered in, but the new law they had passed took basically away anybody's grandfather rights. Um, which brings me back to my whole point of be proactive, get a US ARC in every state. So whenever they try to come at us and take our stuff, we're like, nah, man, we already knew you were coming for our stuff. We're not going to let you. We got this in place already. We're ahead of the game, you know, and they're going to be like, damn. We can regulate ourselves by educating each other. That's the real way. Instead of having a foreign body regulate us, we can regulate ourselves by educating each other. Most people want to do their best with their animals. If they're doing something wrong, it's usually because they're not educated about it. If they're just being lazy, well, then those people are usually going to get weeded out either way. They're not going to last long in the hobby. Um, so I really feel like you know, because this day and age, social media, dude, if you sell a snake that's got like mites or like some sort of disease or something, that's gonna be everywhere. Everybody gonna be talking about it. You know, you're gonna lose your business before you even start. Oh yeah, dude. I am pretty certain. Well, that's the thing is, I don't think there is going to be much of a civil suit there because technically he was breaking the law because he had these snakes. They made a law to make him a criminal and then killed all of his animals. He might be able to get reimbursed for the $100,000 snake, but that wasn't even his snake. All of his snakes got killed, and someone else's snake. So that's, and there's no suit against the snakes that got killed because they meant to do that. That's what they were there for. They were like, ugh, man, the world's backward right now. Yeah, but it's more than just getting in the FWC because the FWC isn't the ones making these laws, really. It's like we need lawmakers that are, we need judges and aldermen and statesmen and, senators, and we need the whole crew. We need everybody. All right, later, DWI. What up, Snug? But yeah, we need everybody to do their part. But I think that USARC does a good job, but we just got to put them in the right position at the right time. Instead of asking USARC to help us out of our hole, like we could get them involved before there is a hole. It's a lot easier to work. So I think that that's something that needs to happen, man. I don't want that stuff happening to me. And yeah, I don't have retics, but dude, one more law change and that's a ball python. Another law change, next thing you know, that's your cat, that's your dog. Dude, what other animals? What are they gonna take? Heck yeah, man. It's just crazy to think about, like, what are people gonna take from you if you let them? And it's like, how do you let them? Did you personally let them? No, but you didn't donate in time to be able to get the lawmakers to decide to go with you, even though they were basically being bribed by the other side, which is lobbying, which is a whole nother charade of them trying to see bribes as being something that's not illegal, but being bribed is illegal. So, you know, they just call it lobbying or lobbyism, and lobbyists, all this, dude, they're bribing people. That's what it is. A few years ago, that shit got ended. But I don't know if they brought it back. So I'll have to look into that. But yeah, man, I don't know. I don't want to talk about all the sad stuff. There's a lot of sad stuff going on, man. It's like, you know what I want to talk about? Having some damn babies. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's people that, all right, so here's an analogy I had seen on an old BBC Top Gear, which I thought was awesome. What up? Appreciate you for coming in. What's up, Jason? Um, Dang it, I lost it. I don't know what I was saying. It's gone. fudge, man. I don't know what I was saying. But yeah, man, it's messed up. They killed that dude's boa, killed all of his retics, and then they hit him with charges. Ooh. Oh yeah, I was talking about making babies. Yeah, man, I hope I make some babies soon. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. I was like, oh, I've never seen you in here before. I appreciate you. But nah, man, I can't wait until I make some babies, dude. That's really what's gonna make the channel pop off though, because it's like it's been like a year of me just sitting here feeding these snakes every week and trying to make interesting videos and all this stuff, and it gets real dull. You know, you're just like, man, would something happen, please? Give me an egg or something. But I think I'm getting real close. Like, I'm thinking within the next 30 days still. I said 30 days like 30 days ago, but I think this time it's the real 30 days. We'll see. We'll see. Man, when Penny starts breeding, all right, got a question. With a fire pinstripe acid, go to a clown combo, a pied combo, or a hypo combo? Yeah, those are the three I can put it with right now. Now, the fire pinstripe acid doesn't have any recessive genes in it. So whatever I make is going to be 100% het off of those three. Oh, you like the hypos? Okay, a hypo combo. I like it. I was planning on doing hypo, but I was kind of thinking I was going to leave it out until I get a good. I was going to aim for a clown combo first, because if you look at acid clowns or even pinstripe clowns, they look so awesome. So I get the pattern by putting it into a clown, and then I ice it out with that hypo, you know? Think that looked pretty sick. But hypo's a good one. Hypo is a good one. I thought about the piebald stuff, but I'm not really sure what's going to happen with piebald. You know, when you put acid and pied together, I haven't even looked. Let me look that up real quick and see how that looks. Hey, if you guys were going to buy another lizard, what lizard would it be? In the meantime, while I'm looking up a acid pied, what kind of lizard do you guys want? I've been looking up lizards and stuff. I want to get another. Oh heck yeah, replay that thing. It was a good one. Uh, I'd love to get another lizard. I like lizards; they're pretty awesome. But it's like some of them all look the same, and I really want to do. I want to do an enclosure to where I have like a mixture of different animals. Like I want to be able to cohabitate successfully some type of creature. So I'm kind of thinking I might have to go with like a more basic lizard, which I had seen somebody had said like you can go morning geckos and uh, dart frogs, which I think that'd be pretty sweet. You know, having some lizards and some dart frogs in the same enclosure and like they don't fight or nothing. Heck yeah, that'd be cool. I think that was called morning geckos. I don't know. I have to look it up. I also know that like the green anoles can like be paired up with a bunch of them, but those are just such a basic animal. I'm like, man, I wanted like cool animals and pair them up, not just like the most basic ones, you know. What was I looking up? Oh, acid. piebald. Let's see what acid pied. Dude, there is no acid pied. All right. Maybe I should go pied. Oh, wait. I'm gonna, that was for sale. Let me see if anybody's created one. Do, do, do. Ooh, there is. A pastel acid pied. He calls it the hallucination. Which honestly looks all right, man. All right. Oh, hold on. Whoa. Whoa. That thing's pretty cool. Not too bad. How much was that? $3,500. Dang, boy. I might do something with the pie. I like that, actually. But I did still have a clown combo in mind. I don't know. She's getting up to size, so I'm going to have to decide soon. But I was kind of hoping I would get some eggs real soon. If I get eggs soon, then I can end up putting her maybe with one of the babies. It depends on what I get. You know, if I get some cool babies out of the clutch, some cool clown combo, I might want to wait to pair her and just let her keep getting some more size on her until my boy gets up to size. So I don't know, man. We'll have to see. But yeah, I've been on for a while. I appreciate y'all. I'm out.